Hello, hello, hello.
Oh my God! Welcome back, everyone.
We're back, baby.
Oh, sorry about
Season 2. The return of idiocy.
Bum bum bum.
The idiots are back.
Now, I hope everyone's hearing us.
Me
We're
too.
trying to record it.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, we're getting sound from our end, so hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hi, y'all. Hi, Ryan.
Y'all. Hi, y'all. We're back with the radio show. Yeehaw. We back. We're back.
Okay, so
I'm so happy to be back.
I know, so am I. My thought
This is exciting.
for this radio show today, I think. Oh wait, this is the gay and the gross out with Cassidy.
Oh yeah, we didn't say what show this was.
With Cassidy
And Ryan.
Jesus.
We are off to a great start, I think.
Don't worry, my dad says he hears us.
Oh, perfect.
Phew.
Then we have confirmation.
At least we're on air.
We have confirmation from the other side that we are in fact heard.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Incredible.
So I think we should do Am I the Jerks?
Yes. From
there's an acronym.
Reddit.
AITA.
Yes.
Should we say that?
Yeah, the Reddit thread is actually AITA if you want to look it up. I don't think that's actually what it's called, but if you look that up on Reddit, you will find it. And you'll know what we're talking about. If you know, you know. The girls who get it, get it.
And the girls who don't, gorn.
The girls who don't gorn. Exactly. No, exactly. Yeah.
But we have that. I wanted to speak on. Oh my God, I'm 21.
Woo!
21.
Yes.
Oh my God, Ryan, what's 9 plus 10?
9 plus 10 is 19?
Come on, Ryan.
You asked 9 plus...
9 plus 10, 21. Like, are you not?
But that's not what 9 plus 10 is.
What's the...
Oh, it's the joke. I get it now. I genuinely thought you were asking me what 10 plus 9 was. And I was like, is your math
This
wrong?
is
So I was like, I know that's not 21.
Ow.
It's like, I'm confused as to why you're asking me that.
I literally cannot believe this anymore.
Sorry about it. Sorry about it.
Okay.
Anyway.
So.
I think I found one that I think is good.
Yeah. Do you want,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
pull it up on my iPad. Ooh.
It's fine. I already have it pulled up on my phone. I already have it. I'm one step ahead.
I hate it here already. This sucks. I'll look for a new one as you're reading.
You look for a second one. So this one is, am I the jerk for leaving my husband passed out on our lawn? My, female 30, and my husband, male 32, have a toddler together, male 4. Our property has no fence. I was inside. My husband was sitting on the porch watching our son, and our son was playing on the lawn. All of a sudden, I heard my kid wailing, and I rushed outside. He had fallen and scraped his knee. I saw my husband head over before me, which makes sense because he was closer than I was. But when he squatted down to help, he fainted. The exact timing is unclear. I don't know if he squatted and then fainted or fainted mid-squat. I just know he was passed out on the grass by the time I got there. My husband is squeamish. He doesn't like gore and blood, and it makes him uncomfortable. I knew this when we were dating, and I knew it when we got married. He's fainted before. We did it in college, and he faints at vomit as well. And he usually comes to shortly after. We've been together 10 years, and I've seen him faint maybe 3 times, including this instant. Anyway, he passed out on the grass, and my son was still screaming, so I picked him up and carried him inside. When I was dressing his wound, my husband came in a couple minutes later, angry that I left him unconscious and unattended on our lawn. We don't live in a dangerous neighborhood. We're friends with our neighbors. He was dressed for the weather because he was sitting on the porch outside anyway, and we live in an area where the climate doesn't fluctuate too much, so I didn't think there was a risk of hypothermia/heat stroke. It was maybe 70 degrees and clear, which is why we let our son play outside. It only takes a couple minutes to dress my son's wound and kiss it better, so I would have checked on my husband shortly after, but my husband says I should never leave anyone unconscious and unattended. I agree with his point generally, but if there's only 2 of us present and our son is hurt, I don't see what the big deal is. He thinks I should have left our son with him while I go inside to get the bandages and dress his wound on the lawn, or take my son inside, get the bandages, and bring him back out to dress his wound on the lawn. I guess the last idea makes sense, but as a mom with a crying kid, I don't think about it that deeply. Am I the jerk? What do you think?
Like, no, right out the gate.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the husband's like, I was unconscious and just laying out there.
But how long was he out there? like
It
a
seems
minute.
well, she said that she like brought the son inside and started dressing his like knee wound, and then the husband came in, like not that long after.
So like within a minute to 5 minutes, I would say, is that time window, and that is absolutely absurd, especially if you're
Right.
prone to blacking out.
Right, like she knew you were fine. She was like, "Oh, it's probably just because of the blood. Like it's not a big deal." She's used to it at that point, so she's like, "I know you're
Literally.
okay, so I'm not gonna worry about it."
And like I don't know, like how old is the son? 5?
4.
4?
They said 4. At the
Oh my
beginning, yeah.
god, that's probably the most painful thing that kid has ever experienced in his life.
No, literally.
Like
He's probably like, "I'm dying. I'm
like
dying."
the second I drew blood as a kid, like that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah, no.
I once fell
started
off
crying.
my bike and I was like, oh, Lord,
This is it.
Lord.
This is the end for me.
Am I gonna be a little angel up there?
Yeah,
My
literally.
7-year-old self.
Yeah, and you were like, "Okay, actually, it's fine." And then
No.
you were fine.
And like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it if it was for a long amount of time.
Yeah.
Or if it was freezing out.
Right. When she said it was 70 degrees and clear, so I'm sure people driving by would have been like, "Oh, he's like probably tanning, or he's probably just like laying on the lawn."
Was he okay? Sorry, I kind of wasn't paying full attention.
No, you're fine.
Was he on the like yard?
Yeah, he was just like laying. I'm guessing like either
Unless he
like
was
on
face-
his back or on his. I don't know. She just said he like fell, like he was just on the ground.
Unless he was in dog poop, then like
I would be mad, but also it's not my fault you fainted.
exactly. Maybe get
like-
stronger.
Maybe not care about blood so much and just like not faint. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. I mean, maybe it is to him, but like,
It like it doesn't. No, it like okay.
like I don't
Especially
know.
when you
Right,
know.
right. Like this is a common thing that happens apparently. So like I don't know. Anyway, that's our thoughts. My final verdict: you are not the jerk. That's my final verdict.
Don't. We need like a. Oh, should I use
A
one of the
sound.
automatic sounds?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No, we don't need it because we're gonna mess it up.
Well, yeah.
The ding, 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 ding. Not the jerk, or womp womp. You're the jerk. Those are our two choices. Anyway, I think we're
Ooh,
both in agreement.
yeah.
Of not the jerk. Yeah. Are you having trouble finding one? You still haven't found
I'm
one?
not very good at it.
That's okay. Let me look.
Ryan, you find the best ones.
I do. I find good ones.
Ooh, I mean this one. Okay, this one seems kind of interesting.
Ooh, this one is one that I think we might both. It's am I the jerk for playing piano while my roommate was having a phone call?
Interesting.
Which like we both like have experienced roommates
Oh my god,
calling.
I'm in music. I'm a music person.
We're both. Neither of us are really in music.
You're
I'm in
mu-
music business, but that's not music.
It's called music industry, and I'm gonna ask that you respect it.
Says the one who isn't one anymore. That was and transferred to a different major.
That's why I care. I
Mhm.
care about the
Oh, you care
respect
so
and
much.
dignity.
You couldn't even be a part of it. You cared so much. You said, not for me, but I respect it.
And that's just how things go, actually.
Right.
So you don't like things, but you don't respect them?
There are things I totally love, but I don't respect them.
Give me an example.
You.
How, like,
I love you, but I don't respect you.
read the story.
Okay. Am I the jerk for playing piano while my roommate was having a phone call? Hi, Reddit. I'm 18 female,
Oh my god.
and my roomie Lily is 19 female.
Hey, Reddit, back to my story.
No,
Like, shut up.
She's like, oh, I'm a regular. She's like, I'm a Redditor. This is what I do. I'm a Reddit girly. I'm
I
just
love
here
Reddit.
in Reddit.
I'm gonna type on the incel subreddit.
the not like other girls subreddit.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. For background, I have a piano exam this Thursday, so I'm practicing as much as possible. This was posted 10 hours ago, so this is
Very recent.
very recent. So this Thursday, good luck on your exam, girl. Who name we don't know.
Fingers crossed.
Roommate of Lily. Good luck, roommate of Lily.
Not calling her out though.
Good luck, Lily's roommate. Anyway, what if she went here? Like, and she's listening, and she's like,
Who has a whole
that's me.
Who has a piano in their room?
I mean, if you live in like the townhouses, I think you can have like a keyboard or like an apartment, because
Oh,
it just
yeah.
says that they
Oh,
live
yeah.
together. It doesn't say like in what like
Oh, okay.
apartment, dorm. We don't know. So anyway, yesterday Lily was having a phone call with her boyfriend. She told me in advance not to play the piano during the call. She said they would call for only an hour, and I agreed. However, after an hour passed, she made no attempt to stop. 2 hours passed, then nearly 3. I texted her asking if I could practice quietly, and she wrote back, no. I thought I'd wait a while more, but soon after 3.5 hours passed, I was exasperated. I went to my room, shut the door so it won't be loud, and practiced. I immediately got an angry text from Lily. Despite knowing very well that I was disrupting her call, I ignored her text and continued to play the piano. Lily ended up stopping the call because of me. She was furious. She said that I was an I don't think I can say that word. Attention girl, I don't know, and wanted to flaunt my talents to her boyfriend. She even said that I liked her boyfriend, which is completely not true. I was mad with her, but later on, I noticed her crying on the couch. I can't help but think I provoked her insecurities. Sometimes she tells me that she has no talent, and I feel really bad. However, one part of me thinks that I can play the piano in my house whenever I want.
That's not like it's not
And
the
that's it.
roommate's issue that
No.
like Lily does not feel talented.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like,
Okay, I'm sorry, you practice piano for God knows how long,
yeah,
18 years at this point probably.
yeah,
And you are sitting down to practice after, having this conversation of an hour phone call.
right.
A stronger person would have started playing right after the hour.
Yeah,
But I do not think they are the jerk in the situation.
neither do I. I think your roommate said, like, oh, I'm only going to be on the phone for an hour. And after 3 hours, I think it's totally reasonable to just say, hey, I have to practice. And you said you were only going to be on the phone for an hour. And, like, I don't want to be rude, but, like, I have to practice.
I have to.
And if that's going to disrupt you, like, I'm sorry, but I have to do it. So either you can talk on the phone and I'll be in my room practicing, or, like, hang up. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but, like, I have to practice because I have an exam and, like, I need to prepare. So, like, it's unreasonable for her to say, oh, I'm only going to be on the phone for an hour, and then be on the phone for way longer and then get mad at you. And it's
Exactly.
like, you told me you were only going to be on the phone for an hour. And I asked you if I could start playing the piano.
And you said no.
So, like,
There's been just like a lot of like questioning about roommates, especially at this age.
yeah.
So I think it's so important to realize that it's a shared space.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
There's a give and take.
yeah. And like
Yeah.
giving an hour, that's reasonable.
Mhm.
Continuing to like exploit that is
Yeah.
not okay.
Or, like, I don't want to be rude, but, like, roommate, go somewhere and take your phone call. Like, why do you have to talk in the house? Like, we
Literally.
have cell phones. You literally can go anywhere and have this conversation.
Oh my God. You know how nice it probably would be to like take a drive and call him?
Right. Or, like, go on a walk and, like, have him on the
Have a-
phone and
yeah.
just be, like, chatting. And you can talk about whatever because you're not in the house and you don't have to worry about your roommate. Like, you can just go anywhere and talk about anything.
Do you think this is what sparked and they were roommates because they were
Oh,
the person was
maybe.
talking and it was
They
like,
were
and they were roommates. And then the
Yeah.
guy on the porch goes, and they were roommates. Famous Vine, but
Famous
obviously
Vine.
Ryan, I don't think knows what Vine
Viners
is.
know. I know what Vine
Really?
is.
Because I set you up for a perfect Vine joke, and
Okay.
you really flopped.
Maybe I'm slow. Okay. Maybe I just didn't know. Maybe I didn't
Get
the-
faster then.
Anyway. Anyway.
Is this what you missed, folks? Is
Yeah.
this what you missed? The funny haha banter.
Funny banter.
I've threatened to kill Ryan more times than I can count this semester.
I'm glad that we now have that on record. Because this semester, for those of you who don't know, this semester we are recording our show so we can post it online. So for people who can't listen to it live, they
Fingers
can listen to
crossed.
it. Hopefully, if we did it right, which this is the test run to see if
I'm not
we did.
very smart, so
Neither am I. It's fine. Anyway, so we're recording. So now I have fully on record, hopefully, that Cassidy just said she wants to kill me.
I didn't say I wanted to. I said I've said it before.
Oh, so
That
you're
doesn't mean I
admitting to
can't
it.
change as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Dave Chappelle. They're giving him so much time.
Anyway,
And he's walking around going to college campuses.
Let's move on.
I'm being canceled.
I don't-
I'm being canceled.
I don't want to talk about that. Do we have any songs queued? you wanna-
No.
Oh, did you want to play a song? Or
I
no?
don't know. I don't think so.
Okay,
I
we'll think
like
about it.
I like the talking
Chats,
format.
the little chats.
It's a little embarrassing that this is now on record also.
Well, you know, it's fine. It's fine.
To me, it's just me talking to you in a room.
And there just happens to be microphones and padded walls.
Is
And oh, actually, this is a hospital. Nurse, it's time for her. It's time for her injection.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're being a little rowdy today.
Okay,
Cassidy. We
Ryan.
talked about this in your therapy.
Stop.
You,
Ryan, wake
this
up.
is-
You've been,
this is the
listener, wake up. You've been in a coma for 3 years. This is the only way we can communicate to you. Please, dear God, wake up.
This is the moment you slowly start to realize that we're not actually in a radio station. We're in like a padded cell, and you're like in a mental hospital. And I'm just, like,
back, and it's 2008. The recession just
And
hit.
I'm the doctor, and I'm your doctor, and I'm like, Cassie, we're not friends. Like, I'm
my
Dr. Fisher. I'm
bestie.
Dr. Fisher. No, please don't speak to me this way. I'm a
Bestie
professional.
slay.
What does that mean? Are you, what is
Sorry, in
slay?
my fantasy world, you're gay. My bad.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gay. I dropped that bombshell. I'm
I
like,
can't.
turns out it was all a lie.
I've been faking it the whole time.
I just wanted to be different. I just wanted to be unique
All the time.
all the time. I just wanted to be hate crimed. So I lied and said I was gay. Just so I could be marginalized. That's all I wanted.
That's it, folks. That's a wrap.
perfect. That's it. That's the show. We were here for 17 minutes, and this is already where we're
Not
at.
even. I think we started late.
We did. We started a couple minutes late. But anyway, what do you want to talk about? You said you had things to discuss.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm personally okay. So I think
Okay.
this is kind of going back to our little roots.
A little
When we were
roots.
like, oh, we're gonna bring one thing that we hate and one thing we like
We quickly ditched that.
very quickly
We did that for like 3 shows. and then
because it was hard to come up with things to hate.
every week, it was like every week I have to come up with a new thing.
Oh, it's so sad. We have to come up with ideas.
Ugh, why can't the ideas just be presented to me? Anyway.
Darn.
Oh my god, I do my
But-
old man impression on air. Let me not. I could.
Great. Now it's like a loaded gun in a film.
whippersnappers! I'm here on this dang radio show, talking into this microphone.
Grandpa,
What?
year is it, Grandpa?
I don't remember.
It's 2077.
Is Nixon still president?
Yeah, his great grandson, Richard Nixon Jr.
Oh, what a fine young man.
He's- he-
with him in the war.
I can't.
This bit's over. This bit's over.
That-
This bit's over. We're ditching this. Cut this out.
Do you guys want to? No, I'm not gonna do. I'll save my monkey impression for another day.
Don't, please. It's so loud.
I'm not
It's
gonna do it right into the mic. Don't worry.
Oh, it's so loud.
I won't do it now. It's like a loaded gun in a film. It has to go off.
That's true. When you see a gun in a movie, people might not know about what that means.
I don't know the name of it specifically.
It's like so in like in a movie-
Schrodinger's gun.
Schrodinger's cat. That's a different thing.
I know.
But no, so the gun thing in films is like in a movie, if they show you a gun like through the imagery, it probably means that at one point the gun will be used. They're not just gonna show you a gun and like never fire it off or never like. So it's like a thing where it's like if something is shown to you in a movie, as a viewer, it's smart to
Chekhov's
expect
gun.
that thing. Chekhov's gun. It's smart to think that later on in the film, that thing that you were shown is going to like become
Prevalent.
important. Yeah, and like
And the idea is a gun.
Yeah.
But oh my god, what I was gonna talk about before you did your
Right.
old man impression is I think that people are really too into everyone's business nowadays.
true.
I'm sick of social media. You don't need to know what I'm doing, where I'm at.
Kill the social media.
Like, okay, yeah, have fun living your like I'm just trying to live my life
No, literally.
and people are over here trying to judge me for it.
It sounds like something happened to you recently.
I
What
like
happened?
it didn't, but I'm just so sick of it.
Oh.
I think it's just an accumulation of like a long time of people just getting nosy. And don't get me wrong, I'm nosy. I love gossip. But it's like the worst possible thing.
Yeah, no, fully. I think like social media has kind of made, especially people who are like our age, this idea that like I need to be able to access you and access your life anytime that I want. Like if I need to talk to you, I should be allowed to be like, we have to talk right now. And like you have to be perceptive to that, and you can't like say no or be like, I can't right now. Like it's weird.
Because then you're ghosting them.
Right, or you're rude, or you don't care about them, or you're a bad friend, or XYZ. Which is like not true. Sometimes I'm just burnt out and I need to be alone.
Exactly.
You know?
And it's a constant need to like perform and put yourself out there. But like it's so much fun just like to take photos and post them. Like
Right.
I feel like there's a way to use social media and stuff in a safe, like smart way. And I think it is a very hard thing for a lot of people to grasp since it's still so new.
Yeah. And like people on the internet do not know how to behave at all.
Oh my god. Literally, okay. But like I think that's just people in general. Because we're
mean,
reading
true.
the Am I the Jerk subreddit.
True.
Some people really don't know how to act.
True. Oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna read it on air because we've already read it, but there was this one that we read the other day about this guy, he was writing about his wife and his mom and his sister. And his mom and his sister stole his wife's wedding dress in order to get her to wear the dress that they wanted her to wear to her wedding. And I'm just baffled by the audacity of some people, and like that story specifically.
It's mother-in-law,
Mhm.
mother-in-laws,
Sister-in-laws,
sister-in-laws.
mostly, and that's like it, pretty much. Like,
And then there's always like sibling drama on there,
yeah,
or
like
it's always
cousin drama.
and it's just like family drama.
Yeah.
Like, stop airing out your family's dirty
Yeah.
laundry on Reddit.
Yeah, being like, oh, well, my mom actually hates my wife and she spit on her and then she burnt down our house, but she's still really nice. And it's like,
And it's always the husband defending his mom against doing something really horrible.
except the story we read.
yeah.
Because the husband who wrote it was actually on his wife's side. Because he uninvited his mom and his sister from the wedding. It was
That's
like,
right.
should I reinvite them? Like, am I the jerk for uninviting them? And everybody was like, no.
No.
Like, they're crazy. Like, they literally stole your wife's wedding dress and then tried
Is
to
it-
trick her.
Is it hypocritical for me to be like, I don't want to be leave me alone, stay out of my business, and then actively be reading Am I the Jerks?
No, but I think, but the Am I the Jerks, those people are actively seeking out people to read their stories and to give them advice. I think that's different because this is a space where people are going on there to specifically write things that are happening in their lives and asking people their takes.
I also,
You just being on social media isn't you saying, oh, come to my page and say whatever to me.
yeah.
Like, those are different things.
I always think, like, in the one that we read, like, using the first name. And,
Mhm.
like I saw one where the woman, like, list her, like, children's names. And I was like, whoa. Or she was like, my son, Ben.
And it's like,
And I was like, whoa.
yeah,
Like, listen, I know there's a trillion Bens out there, but, like,
true. You should just know, like, if you're going to write a story about people on the internet where that person you're telling the story about isn't going to look very favorable because of the things that you say, change the name. Just change the name.
change the name.
Just say, instead of, if his name is Ben, change it to, like, Tyler. Be like, oh, my son Tyler. Like, some super generic name.
Or you can
Chris,
just, yeah,
like-
or you can just go, my son.
Or my son. Yeah, you don't even have to say a name. No one's asking you to name them. No one says, in order to post here, you have to name every single person you're
First,
talking about.
last,
Social security
middle
number.
initial,
Social security number,
maiden,
The-
mother's.
their debit card
oh,
number,
God.
the card on their debit card, the name of every single member of their family.
The funny last 3 digits on the back of
the
a credit card.
The CVV code on the back of
The
your
silly
credit
little
card.
code on the back.
Yeah, do that.
I
Identity stolen.
I don't even know.
But
Social-
yeah, no.
yeah,
Social
social
media is
media-
weird. It's weird. Yeah, I like listen to like podcasts and stuff of like influencers talking about how like they feel it's weird that they can just post something and then people can just be in their comments like you're ugly or you're not funny, you're dumb,
I've seen.
and that's just like okay.
Okay. So Julian Solomida and Jenna Marbles. Jenna Marbles, notoriously like loved YouTuber,
Beloved
beloved,
by many,
and
queen of YouTube, some might say.
she left summer of 2020.
Mhm.
Julian, her now fiance,
Correct.
posted a photo for Valentine's Day. A simple photo, not of their faces, just
Cute.
a back. It was very cute.
Yeah.
The internet made that trend.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a huge testament of minding your own business.
yeah.
She left the internet completely.
Yeah.
There's no trace of her. There is no reason for you to be like theorizing or like pushing her to come back online.
Yeah.
Like, she left. We said we missed her when she left, and
Mhm.
now we can move on.
Right.
And if she comes back, she comes back.
Right.
If she doesn't, she doesn't.
Yeah. If you see the photo of them, you can just like it and keep it pushing.
Yeah, that's exactly
You
what I
know?
did. I was like, oh, I'm so
You
happy
just
that
like
they're
it
happy.
and be like sick and then keep it pushing. Like some people feel the need to comment and be like, "Come back, we miss you," like all that stuff. And
You're
it's like,
gonna save the internet.
yeah, and it's like you cannot tell her things like that because I don't know if I were Jenna, I would be like, "That's scary," and I don't want to.
Jenna Marbles, if you're listening,
which I'm sure she is. I'm sure she is.
I love you and I hope the best.
love you.
They're fostering greyhounds now, though.
Aw, that's cute.
Because I watched Julian on stream
Yeah.
and they foster greyhounds, which is adorable.
Well, speaking of him on stream, I remember like a few months or maybe like half a year after Jenna left, people were all in his Twitch stream comments being like, "Where's Jenna? We want to see Jenna. Where's Jenna?" And he literally had to say, please stop asking about Jenna. Please stop.
He's doing his own thing.
Right.
And a lot of his content hinged on Jenna. But he
Mhm.
has come out and is doing streaming every day on Twitch, and he's created his own fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we can't just accept that and accept that Jenna is a part of his life, I think is really ridiculous.
Yeah, it's tough. It's got to be hard to kind of, I don't want to say live in the shadow of, but kind of he kind of is in Jenna's social media because she had a bigger following than him and
Yeah.
was on YouTube longer than he was. So and a lot of people only know him because they dated and he was in her videos. So it's got to be hard to be trying to make your own content and just have people constantly being
Where's the better one of you
yeah,
two?
where's the one person in the duo that we care about more that we want to see that's not you? And I'm sure people aren't actually saying that, but when
That's
he
what-
reads it, that's what he thinks is oh, these people would rather see her.
And he's reading this stuff live.
yeah.
So he has to sit down, react, and read this all. And I just, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
But he's doing great. He's got promos and.
Promos. I wish we had promos.
Oh my God, who wants to
Advertisements?
sponsor us?
Better help. Anchor podcasts.
Thank you, HelloFresh,
Thanks.
again for sponsoring this radio show. Where am I?
Thank you, hello.
It is all going black.
But at least I have my crate from HelloFresh. Time to make some pasta.
They only serve fresh ingredients.
When you're lost in
Papa
the wilderness.
John's.
When you're lost in the wilderness and you have no place to go, don't worry. HelloFresh will be there to cook you a meal.
They'll find you.
They'll find you and they'll cook you a meal. And then they'll strand you there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is why we're not going to get sponsored. Also because
No.
we're on a college campus.
And also because we make no sense.
Where I just woke up. Where are we?
I've been sleeping this whole time. This has been me sleep talking
Oh,
for the past
good
30
morning.
minutes. Oh, hey.
Oh, sorry guys.
Oh, what's for breakfast? Eggs. Sausage.
I'm losing my mind. We've been in here for half an hour.
It feels like we've been in here for 7 years.
Let me out.
Free me. Where's the key to the door? That's weird. The door's locked. Why can't I leave?
Interesting.
Anyway.
Ryan, how was your
Yes.
break?
My break. Oh my god, it feels like so long ago. I can barely remember what
Well,
I did.
okay, so this is week 4 of the semester or something.
It is. No, it is. My break, I worked a lot, and that's it. I really didn't do much of anything else other than work.
I didn't work.
Oh.
And I kind of just hung out with friends. I had a great break, to
Honestly,
say the
sounds
least.
like a vibe.
It was nice, except for the long days that I just spent in my bed alone.
Yeah, same.
Anyways, what are you listening to right now, Ryan?
Oh my god, what am I listening to right now? I don't even know. I don't. I really don't. I just kind of put music on and just.
Guys, I hope you're
let it
really
roll.
enjoying the radio show.
Oh my gosh! Wait, no. Okay, so I've been listening. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've been listening to Bree Runway, who's a fun rapper. She's kind of fun,
Yeah.
kind of fresh, kind of flirty, kind of cool. I've been listening to the Brittany Broski and Sarah Shower podcast.
Yes, that is very good. They're doing a bunch of internet history.
Mhm.
They just posted something about fan fiction.
I watched it.
Oh, did you? I haven't seen it yet.
I watched it. It's really good.
Did you ever?
It's really funny.
Did you? Should we just
Fan
steal their
fiction?
topics?
Let's steal their idea. No, we'll talk about fan. I mean, we're already on the topic. We might as well just talk about fan fiction.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely read fan fiction, and I feel like if you don't know what fan fiction is, I probably explain this. Fan fiction is when people who like a certain media, like a TV show, movie, video game, whatever, they write their own stories based on the characters and the world from that thing. So, if you're a Star Wars fan, you could write a fan fiction about the characters in Star Wars, and maybe you make them
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
right, maybe you make them fight each other, maybe you make them love each other. I don't know. You do what you want with the characters that have already kind of been made for you, and you live out your fantasies in that world.
I think writing fan fiction is probably one of the most creative forms of writing that you can do.
Therapeutic.
Because I've never done it personally,
Mhm.
but being able to, first of all, not have to come up with a whole new world
Yeah.
in order to write this, and to use like character bases that are already set out and laid out for you.
Yeah.
It gives like so much freedom, but also just like guidance.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole connected it's not canon, but it's
No.
head canon. It's
Yeah,
head canon.
Because canon, also for people who don't know, because I don't know who listens to this. Because if my mom's listening, she definitely doesn't know what we're talking about. She's like,
Neither does my
huh?
dad.
What's a fan fiction? Like, canon is the kind of fact, quote unquote, of that world where the creator of the thing says this is what is true and like untrue within this world. So like in Star Wars, for example, it's canon that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Like that's
Spoiler.
canon. The movie has been out. That movie came out in the 70s.
I
If you don't
knew-
know by now,
I knew that would make you
I don't feel bad for you.
mad.
I don't feel bad for you if you have not seen a movie that came out in the 70s. I don't feel bad for you. Sorry. Watch Star Wars. But anyway, canon is that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Head canon is what fans create in order to sort of like patch up holes or like have things make sense for them or things that they just want to be true. Like someone could be like, oh, I think that Princess Leia is actually a secret alien and she, like, you know, whatever. You just make stuff up for your own enjoyment.
That's where the creation of OCs or original characters come into.
with-
Or people do like self inserts where you read it and the acronym YN comes up where it's your name. You
Yeah.
insert yourself into the story.
Yeah.
So it's like you are an active member in that world.
Fan fiction's wild. It's crazy.
There's Wattpad, there's Archive of Our Own.
Mhm.
I feel like Tumblr probably has a lot.
Yeah, I feel like they're usually like romance is like the main fanfic genre.
100%.
Is people shipping either themselves with the characters they like or characters that they like in the world that they wish were like dating. They would like pretend like, oh, they're dating.
And like apparently it can get pretty raunchy.
I don't want to talk about that. This is not the time nor the place to talk about. I don't want to talk
That's
about that
okay.
here.
I've figured I'd mention.
Inappropriate place.
Oh,
But no, what I like, one of my favorite things in fiction is high school AUs, where they like take the characters.
AUs is an alternate universe.
Yeah, I like when they take the characters from something and they are like, okay, now they're in high school and they're high school students, and now we have
I
high school drama. And, like,
Love that.
it's so good. It's my favorite.
High school drama.
It's so good, and I'm just like, yes.
Yes.
I totally want to see the characters from Lord of the Rings go to high school. Like, yes.
Oh my god, Frodo!
Like, Frodo, yes. Of course, you'd be a geek, Frodo.
Legolas or
Nice.
whatever.
Legolas?
I don't know. I've never.
What did you? Legolas. Legolas.
I think I said Legolas.
It's Legolas. It's
Legolas.
literally spelled Lego, L-A-S.
Legolas.
Legolas.
I think he would be a jock.
Yeah. He kind of gives me prep vibes a little bit because he's like an elf, so he's very like ethereal and like, ooh, I'm very like prim and proper.
Giving he they, really.
He kind of does give he they. Actually, Legolas is the OG medieval he they, to be honest.
100%.
Like, to be honest, that long platinum blonde hair, like, yeah.
So apparently, as in any media franchise, there is going to be creation of like a TV show that is
Spin-offs.
that is going to be in Lord of the Rings.
What is that called again? It's like the
I'm-
King's Rings or like the
Something
9 rings or something.
something like that.
I know it
But
has something to do with rings.
a promo image of it came out,
Mhm.
and immediately everyone was like talking in the comments about how it's like, oh, this is so woke now because there was like one person of color in the cast. It was so embarrassing.
Why does this every time a piece of like nerd media comes out, it always becomes a thing of like they're PC now, they're woke, like they're trying to appeal to the social justice warriors.
I'm
And
sorry.
it's like
Like, and you're telling me that like you're mad about it?
right,
Like you're mad that more people other than white people are getting representation?
white straight people, like
Literally.
you're mad that like it exposes you. It's like okay,
Exactly.
so you hate diversity.
And
Okay,
I
cool.
think for a long time that has been hidden within the quote unquote nerd community,
Oh yeah,
where it's like, oh, like we're the outcasts, like it's fine. But now that like actual like steps are being taken in media to have a more diverse like
cast.
thank you.
Yeah.
A more diverse cast, that it's like all of a sudden becoming an issue, even though it probably has been an issue long before.
Literally. My problem is always like it's always in these fantasy and sci-fi things where it's like do you really think that in this like magical universe, there's only white people?
Exactly.
Like what? That's my thing with like the controversy. So there's a new live action Little Mermaid movie coming out that's been in development for like 5 years at this point. Like it's been in development for a long time. And the lead actress who is playing Ariel in the movie is Halle Bailey, who is a singer, and she's a black woman. And when it was announced that she was playing Ariel, a lot of people were very, very angry because they were like, well, the original Ariel and the animated one was white, so why is she black? And
She also had literal blood red hair.
and also like is a mermaid and doesn't exist, and is also a mythological creature that's not real.
That too,
And so,
actually.
until the day that we discover mermaids and realize, oh, they all look like white people, who cares? So sure, if we discover mermaids and they all happen to be white, then we can say, okay, well, scientific, like whatever. But until that day comes, who cares?
It's all made up fiction,
It's
fake
literally
stuff.
not real. It's
Nothing
literally
is
not real. Why do we care? Like,
Oh,
it's so stupid.
it really is.
It makes me so angry because it's such a non-problem. Like, it truly is people just creating a problem so they can just have a problem. They can just be ignorant. Like,
and so they can just be mad. That's another through line just on the internet. It's just like anger. People are so mad. I was talking with our friend about online like communities and
fandoms.
And yeah,
some might
pretty
say.
much. But particularly we were talking about like video game ones, like she plays Valorant. Same with you.
Yeah, our friend who shall not be named because she doesn't deserve the promo.
I don't know. I don't know. Is it weird?
I don't think she'd care.
Georgia,
the loser, Georgia.
Whoa. Okay.
She's a loser.
I hope she's listening to this.
She probably is.
I love you, Georgia.
I don't.
Whoa. Anyways, but we were talking about how the gaming community is so like horrible to each other.
Yeah.
And like people get so mad over these little video games and for no reason. Video games are supposed to be entertainment.
And they're supposed to be fun.
Fun. But
I don't find yelling at a screen because I lost fun. That does not sound fun to me.
like I get being competitive.
Of course.
But there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
And when you're playing against, I don't know, like a 12-year-old, I don't think it's the place to get mad.
And like call them slurs and just like say
Oh,
horrendous
it is
things to
so
them.
horrible.
Yeah.
And like it's so normalized because we have people like Ninja who are literally yelling at these 12-year-old kids, and he's a grown man.
Yeah, in his like 20s. He's like late 20s.
Late 20s.
How old is Ninja? I'm gonna Google that.
don't care enough. Like
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess he's like 28.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay, so we're guessing he's 20. Anyway, keep talking while I Google this. So there's
And
conversation.
that's just like confirming for everyone who plays that game and is an active member that it's okay to treat people this way. And these are like impressionable youth.
Yeah.
I have a whole opinion about children and their access to the internet.
Yeah. He's
Oh.
30, by the way.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. He's a big old 3-0.
Ew. And
He was born in Detroit.
He has blue hair still.
And the pictures that are coming up on Google, yeah. I don't know. Let's Google him.
I don't know.
I don't really care that much
I don't.
about
Yeah.
him, to be honest.
But
Anyway.
I don't think kids should be allowed on the internet.
Yeah. It's tough. I can't even remember, like, the first time I ever had access to the internet. Like, I genuinely don't remember. I've just always remembered having it. So I've never been, like, the before times. Like, I truly don't remember them. Like, I remember not having, like, a phone.
For sure.
Because that was, like, the first, like, 13 to 14 years of my life I didn't have a phone. So, like, I remember that. But, like, I don't remember not having the internet. Because I still remember, like, computers in, like, school and, like, the computer
Kid
that we had at
Pics. Did you do
home.
Kid Pics?
No, what is that?
Oh, it's just like a I think it's a Fisher Price brand, like art tool for kids.
Oh, it's like a kid computer?
It's like a program, like it's an
Oh.
art program for
Okay.
children.
I remember playing chess, and I would always... This is so stupid. So we had chess on our desktop computer at home, and I remember making it 2-player, and I'd play against myself, and I didn't know how chess worked because I was like 9. So I would just move the pieces until one of the sides would win. And then I'd be like, oh my god, I won. Because I played both sides. Because I was literally playing both sides
so
of the board.
funny.
Or they would just end in ties sometimes because I didn't know how I was playing. So I would just move them around, and eventually it would be like There's no moves left. And I'd be like, oh,
You get into one of the like king like 4 square like
Mhm.
infinity loops.
yeah, on accident because again, I didn't know
Di-
how chess worked. And I would like try to read because it would have like instructions like, oh, this is how chess works. And I was like, I don't know what any of this is because I'm literally 9.
I don't know how to read. I'm
No.
9.
And I always wanted like the like World of Warcraft, like the MMOs, but I couldn't because I
Oh
was
my
again 9. So I would
God.
go on the like website and just look at the characters and be like, wow, this must be so cool to play.
I, like,
and then wouldn't play it.
I feel like we had one of the big computers that, like I don't even, like we had it for a while and then we switched to just like a basic little laptop, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
We had that little laptop for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a computer in between, but to my knowledge, we've only had 3 computers in my house. That was like a family
Mm-hmm.
computer. Now I've got my computer. I've got an iPad. Like
Right.
I'm gadgeted up.
You're plugged in.
I'm a material girl.
Material girl.
But
Yeah.
I would always sit there and I'd watch my sister play Minecraft
Mm-hmm.
on it. But the first time I would say that I was exposed to the internet like without like a filter was when I got an iPod.
Yeah.
And I think that like I was able to sign up for whatever I wanted,
Yeah.
whenever I did. And like I don't want to be like, yeah, like my parents were bad. I had unlimited access to the internet. Like they weren't. Like
No.
I feel like it is very hard to parent in the age of the internet.
Oh yeah.
And especially like trying to navigate it when you barely know it yourself.
Yeah. I mean, luckily that's like if like our generation when we become parents, we will have the benefit of having already experienced the internet. So I think we'll be a little bit more like savvy in the way of like
But do you see how like millennials are now? I don't want
the
to be that
iPad
cringy.
kids. Yeah, the iPad kids.
Oh,
Here you go. Here's your iPad. Just sit on your iPad and live.
it's dangerous. I can become an iPad kid whenever I hold
I think my
iPad.
mom made a very smart decision in not giving me a phone until I was in the 8th grade. Until I was
That's
like
smart.
going into high school. Like I did not have I was like one of the last people I knew that got a cell phone. Because my mom was like, you're not getting one until you're in high school. And I was like, okay. And now looking back, I'm like, thank God.
I got one in like 6th grade, but I didn't text anyone. I don't think I
Oh.
had.
WhatsApp.
Oh, but it was like a flip phone. I didn't have like
Oh,
an
yeah, I had a
actual.
flip phone.
Yeah, I had a flip phone in 6th grade, and then an iPod. I would go.
iPod.
I was on Kick.
I wasn't.
Oh really?
No.
Oh wow, Kick I think has a big history for a lot of people.
Bad?
Yeah, bad.
Oh.
It is not because it was pretty much just
not
like
good.
you could talk to anyone.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I wasn't into I didn't really do social media honestly until I was like out like almost out of high school, like leaving high school. Then I really started getting into
Really?
it. I got into it late. I didn't care. I was one of those people that was like, I don't care. Like I truly don't care.
I can't. Knowing you now,
I know because I'm now like my brain now is like a pop culture encyclopedia, and that's truly from just like I don't really know. The thing is I can't explain how I know the things that I know. I just know them from just experiencing them. But I think it really was because after I like graduated high school, I really got into reality TV like a lot. Like and I think that helped me learn. And like looking back, like doing flashbacks on like old reality TV, it really like shaped my pop culture knowledge because like prior to that I really didn't know that much.
I was never a reality TV person.
I used to not be, but I don't know what happened. All of a sudden my like middle-aged suburban white woman kicked in and I was like, "Oh, I love reality TV. I want to see
Mm.
these people scream at each other. That sounds fun." And now I love it. Don't know why. I think it's because I left high school and in high school there was drama, and now that I'm like not in high school, there's less drama, and so now I need to like fill the void.
There's less, but never none.
Oh, I don't think I've ever gone a day of my entire life being on this earth without some sort of drama happening to me. Ever.
Did you hear that Trisha Paytas is having a baby?
I don't want to talk about. We need to make a list of people that should never be discussed on this show. And
Trisha Paytas,
Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star,
Star.
James Charles, all the problematic YouTubers gone.
James Corden,
Gone. I just don't like him.
gone
Gone. Deleted from existence.
from my mind.
I wish.
If you could go in and edit your mind, I would delete.
There's so many things I wish I didn't know, or like I wish I've never seen that I could just erase from my brain.
We need
So
like,
much.
erase whole history.
No, truly.
Like,
wipe,
just everything.
factory reset. Make me a newborn again.
Goo goo gaga.
I don't know how to walk. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to eat. I just like go to the bathroom in my pants, like all of it. Make me a child.
Put me back to stage 1.
Yeah, like totally factory reset my brain. Wipe it clean. Scrub it. I don't want anything. I don't want it ever.
Thanks.
I'm very angry. Let's move away. We've talked about the internet for a hot second.
Yes, we have.
Anything else? I thought you had one more thing you wanted to talk about, but I guess
I
you
think
didn't.
I don't know. I had the Am I the Jerk? I wanted to talk about how. Sorry guys, it's been kind of a rough
Yeah.
couple of weeks over here.
Yeah. School's tough. That's kind of it. School's rough.
Yeah, and like, is it even worth it to record this?
I don't know. We'll see.
Here we are.
I don't know. I don't really have anything.
Dead air.
Okay. What I will say is I have had some good things happen to me recently
Oh
that
my
are
God.
positive. I'm trying to think of positive things.
I turned 21.
Positive. You did. We already talked about that. Thank you very much.
Short-term
I
memory.
already discussed it. But so as
Not
some
to
of
the
you.
extent I wanted. It's my-
Okay.
it
Well
was-
then go ahead. The floor
It
is
was my
yours.
birthday. I finally got to be able to buy alcohol.
You should not be promoting that on this school.
Well, I'm
sanctioned radio
21.
show.
I'm illegal. I'm allowed
This
to.
is a school sanctioned.
I
radio
don't
show.
care.
Oh.
I don't swear. I don't cuss.
Yet.
Okay. Anyways, and I'm 21. I can technically legally have have alcohol in my dorm.
Oh, great.
Not that it wasn't there before, but
Anyway.
Ryan's really mad at
Oh
me.
my gosh. Anyway,
What were you saying?
I was gonna say
No.
that, as some of you may know, I'm a huge fan of the reality TV show Big Brother, and on Paramount Plus, which is where you can watch Big Brother, they recently added Big Brother Canada, which is the Canadian version of the show, which I personally think is better than the U.S. version.
Why?
It's more entertaining. The casts are far more diverse, and typically, sometimes the twists are better. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
So give me the laydown about Big Brother.
So, like, Big Brother is this reality show where they take a group of strangers who've never once met each other, and they put them in a house, and it's decked out with cameras and microphones, and you kind of just watch them, and they play games, and they vote each other out every week, and then eventually the goal is to be one of the last 2 people, and then you win, and then you get a bunch of money. And that's it.
The last 2 people?
Yeah, you want to be the last 2, and then what happens is, like, so when it gets to final 2, a group of the eliminated people form a jury, and then they vote between the 2 people who they think should win.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's like, not only do you want to backstab and vote people out and be one of the last people left, but you also want to do it in a way where they still like you, so they'll vote for you at the end. So it's a balancing act. It's very tricky, and it's hard, and a lot of people do very bad. And
Yeah.
I know if I did it, I would do amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to do it. But yeah, that's it. And I love it. And I love the Canadian version. It's so good. And I'm forcing everyone I know to watch it. I'm like, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. It's so good. It's great.
I'll add it to my list.
Add it to the top
Okay.
of the list.
Can you see that I'm
Because
not?
me and Georgia are watching it now.
Oh,
And
are you really?
Yeah, we started on Saturday. We started watching it. We watched like the first 5 episodes of the first season. So if you want to be included, you're going to have to watch it.
It's okay. Your Paramount Plus is still signed in on my TV.
I forgot about that.
Our expedition into Drag
Well,
Race.
Season 3, episode 3, I think is what we're still on for the past 4 months. Anyway,
Oh well.
we'll get around to it. Yeah, so that's a good thing that's happened to me recently. I bought some CDs.
Oh really?
I'm a CD girl now.
Do you have a CD player?
No. Neither does my computer. And my PlayStation can't play CDs. It can only play DVDs.
It looks like that you should look into a CD player.
I should, but I probably won't. I actually okay, so the reason I bought them was because they were 2 albums that I really, 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 really like 2 of my favorite albums
Okay.
ever, and I just wanted to own them, physically.
What are they?
Control by SZA is one of them.
Nice.
Which is an experimental R&B album that came out in 2017, but honestly, holds up great. I still listen to it to this day, and every time I listen to it, I like realize something or I connect to something that I had never done, like I'd never had before. It's good. It ages so well. Like it's like a cheese. It's just.
SZA,
so
I
good.
have to say, is probably a name that I've heard so often
Mhm.
that like I'm very excited to see what comes next. Because I think right now, I don't know if she has anything in the works or
she has an album that's apparently coming out, but we don't know when.
I heard rumors that a Harry Styles album is coming out like soon.
I don't know if I believe that. He's on tour right now, or he just finished tour. I think
he's gonna go on tour in Europe, and supposedly he's gonna be playing songs from his new album when he goes.
How soon is he going on tour in Europe?
I think like March.
He's gonna release a whole album between now and March.
Maybe. That's just what I heard. I did no research on that. That's just something I heard.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Heard on the grapevine.
And then the other one is Dawn of Chromatica, which is the Chromatica, very controversial remix album to Lady Gaga's Chromatica album.
Chromatica is something
Very
near and dear to many people's hearts.
Many gay men.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Every gay man is like, yeah,
the only people I've ever heard talk about Chromatica is
gay men. Yeah. Well, okay, so Dawn of Chromatica is an album that Lady Gaga released. That's the songs from the album Chromatica, but they're remixed by like underground artists, mostly hyperpop artists, which is a genre of music, and very controversial. Some people loved it. I love it. I'm on the side of standing. Some people hated it. They thought it was garbage.
Hyperpop is a very specific, like genre that. I feel like
some people just don't understand.
Yeah, I think some people hate it.
They don't have the IQ.
Okay.
They don't get it. They're not smart enough.
Okay, Ryan.
What can I say?
All right.
It's not my fault that I have better taste.
Oh my. Half the audience gone.
I'm feeling so.
All the little monsters gone.
No, those little monsters are on my side. The true little monsters are on my side, and I know it.
Whoa.
If you don't like Dawn of Chromatica, you're a fake little monster, and I stand by that. You are a fake Lady Gaga fan because if you listen to anything like like art pop, which is one of her older albums, is literally a hyper pop album. And so many little monsters like art pop is my favorite album, but I hate Dawn of Chromatica, which makes no sense because they're literally the same genre. Anyway.
Oh my God. I've gotten Ryan so heated multiple times.
I'm so passionate about this. Like, art pop, which is, I think it was like, I'm not a Gaga expert. Let me just make that very clear. Art pop was like her third album she released. Cause she released like Fame Monster and Born This Way and then Art Pop. And Art Pop was like kind of a flop when it came out. However, if you listen to Art Pop today, it sounds like today's music. Like it was very ahead of its time.
Literally ahead of its time.
No, literally. I listened to it literally like yesterday. I listened to some of the songs from it and I was like, why do these sound like they were released last week?
Wow.
I was like, these sound like Kim Petras songs.
Gaga.
Like no joke. So, and it's literally hyperpop. So many of the songs in that album literally sound like hyperpop songs. And so Dawn of Chromatica is hyperpop, but everyone's like, justice for art pop, but we hate Dawn of Chromatica. And I think in my little noggin, Dawn of Chromatica is going to have the same thing where now people aren't going to like it, but in like 4 or 5 years, everyone's going to love it. That's just my theory.
It's recorded. It's in the book.
So in 5 years, you all can listen back to this and you'll hear me say this and you'll say, he was right.
He was right.
He spilled.
Oh my God, the tea! It's all over the
tea's
board.
Everywhere. I spilled it all over.
Oh, I'm sopping wet with
That's
tea.
what I'm saying. But if you want to listen to it, my favorite songs that I recommend are the Ash Nico's Plastic Doll remix, Rina Sawayama's remix of Free Woman, Dorian Electra's remix of Replay, and Charlie XCX's remix of 911. Those are my favorites, probably.
Write those down.
Yeah, everyone, you need to listen to those. Those are good. And then on Control by SZA, pretty much every song.
Work. Okay.
I truly love every single song on that album. There's like not a song I don't like. So that's it for me on my music. That's kind of my update.
Yeah.
And Brie Runway, which listen to her too.
Amazing.
That's it.
Well, I feel like that kind of leads us into the end of our show here.
Oh my gosh, no.
I think that next week we're going to have a lot more to talk about. I think today is
our intro. We're
getting back. Like, you know, we were rusty. We're getting back.
Yeah.
The old man bit was funny, but like that was only funny for like a second.
I'll be back. I'll be back next week too. Hopefully, if I don't croak.
God, I hope.
Thanks, Grandpa. He's the third host.
He's sitting in the chair, this chair right
the
here.
Rocking chair. We have a rocking chair in the studio.
Totally.
He's sitting staring at us. Grandpa, you're drooling.
Where's my dentures?
I do it so much better. Oh, sorry. I had to get surgery, and now I can't stop drooling all over myself.
Grandpa? G-Paw?
G-Paw. He needs
Yip,
like a
yip.
real name. He needs a real name. Grandpa. Grandpa Jeff.
Jeff.
Oh, Grandpa Jeff.
Oh, Grandpa Jeff.
Oh, Grandpa Jeff. You silly, silly man.
Oh, Grandpa Jeff. This sucks. This is the worst.
We're in the dark timeline.
Oh, God.
We're in the dark timeline.
We never should have done this.
Speaking of dark timelines, there was something I was going to say. Something about something. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking
You
of?
forgot? You were about to say it and you forgot?
I did. There's a movie that was announced recently involving some member of something, and it's like bad casting.
Big Time Rush is going on tour, but
I
the
saw
opening is Dixie D'Amelio.
Are you joking?
No, it was on Twitter.
Is Carlos gonna be there?
100%. It's the four of them.
I'm not. I'm surprised they didn't kick out Carlos. Gonna be
Why?
honest, he's a Trumper.
No.
Carlos is like crazy. Apparently Carlos at Big Time Rush, he's like crazy. Like he's like
It's literally the head damage. They made a joke
insane.
about it. He's wearing a
Mhm.
helmet in the whole season.
yeah, no. Apparently he's like
Series.
really weird, and there's like a lot of controversy with him. And I thought what I heard was that the other members didn't like him, and that there was like a push to get him out. And I guess they didn't. Weird.
I loved Carlos.
That was indifferent. My
Who
favorite was
is-
Logan.
Of course it was.
I loved Logan or James. I like James because I like narcissists. So I love James. Like, yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I'm so happy to be back. Hopefully next week will be less crazy.
Fingers crossed.
Today we were a little wild. We were on something else.
Little
today.
goofy, little wild.
A little bit.
But I am Cassidy.
And I'm Ryan.
You can find us on Instagram at Gay and Grossed Out.
Yeah.
And oh my God, we have a
Ooh,
YouTube channel.
yes.
Hopefully this first episode will be posted within the week of recording.
Probably.
Again, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
You can
Hopefully tomorrow. Maybe. I'm not gonna promise
If
that, but maybe
possibly,
tomorrow. If
maybe.
So subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you get a notification every time we post a video.
Welcome back.
Every single time we post a video.
I love doing the YouTuber voice and pulling it out.
Hey everybody, it's me back again with another video. So today I'm gonna be doing my makeup with Ham. With
Guys,
me.
thanks so much for watching. I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Ryan.
Please subscribe.
Please
Please follow us.
Mm-hmm.
We will be back here next Monday at 8
8
p.m.
WDVO for DonyorRadio.com.
Yeah.
That's it.
Guys, thanks so much.
Thank you. We only do this to feed our egos. And so if people don't listen, we'll become depressed. So please listen so we don't become depressed and we don't actually get put in a mental hospital.
Yeah.
That's all.
Bye, guys.